Alright, hello. How's sound? Can you hear the game audio? Me? It's good. Alright. So we'll be grinding more Scizor today. Take a look at the rankings. Sorry I haven't been streaming for a while. Just a lot of IRL stuff going on recently, so. Here's our current standing. Still 6th. Welcome in, D. Let's get you in here. You logging in, or should I just start? I might just start. Hope everybody's having a good week. Spring break here. What's up, Blaze? Welcome in. Let's see. Drain Crown Metagross. Uh-oh. 𝗙𝗚𝗡𝗧. This isn't looking good right off the bat, I can say this. I may as well pull a cheat code. Yeah, I'm not playing Scizor this match, no. Experience share, Wise Glasses, 𝗙𝗚𝗡𝗧. Yep. What an interesting way to have to start the stream. Well, the lesson here is when grinding a Mon in the global rankings, always have a backup. So my Mewtwo X plays kind of like Scizor does. So it's in essence kind of spiritually the same thing. Not exactly the same thing, but I'm doing the same thing I want to be doing. So it's good to have a number 2. Also, it's good to just play all the roles, have something of every role. You know, if they happen to bring draft to rank exclusively, then you might want to have other options. Because if somebody bans your pick, or picks it, and you can't play it. This is all obvious, though, to most of us here. Yeah, I'm just ignoring my teammates, to be honest. That's why I'm Mewtwo. Because I can just be Mewtwo and not worry about my team. It seems the other team doesn't want to fight me. Maybe I'm wrong. They're trying to steal. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I guess you could say I don't have their back. I'm gonna try my hardest to win, but... Hi, Slumber. Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good week. Again, it's spring break for me, so... Oh. Most importantly, that means my children aren't in school currently, so... It's a little bit of a break for us here. It's also my son's birthday today. So in light of that, this will be a shorter stream today. I just got my butt kicked. I saw Scizor looking like he was thinking about coming to the pit, then he just kind of left. I just gotta go score. And then I'm gonna have to recall. Why is not gonna let me recall? Ooh. Yo, X just... I just demolished 𝗙𝗚𝗡𝗧. That's a good feeling. That was a good feeling. 𝗙𝗚𝗡𝗧 is supposed to be better. Brian YouTube says happy birthday to you. He's busy with his present that we got at the toy store earlier. YouTube says happy birthday, Brian. It's not my birthday, it's your birthday. It's your birthday, Brian. Well, this match was something. I don't know how to feel quite about this. If I was that Scizor, I would have tried to KO me when I respawned into Zapdos. I don't know though. Why'd I give these two clowns a thumbs up? I have no idea. I think the Venu was just happy that we managed to deal with these two. Good job, 𝗙𝗚𝗡𝗧. You lost to 𝗙𝗚𝗡𝗧. Alright, who wants in? Thank you for the birthday wishes. There's D. Welcome in. I sent an invitation to Blaze. Let's see. Looks like that's probably it right now. You are welcome. Thank you for being here. So, I haven't really discussed this much recently, but since daylight savings time, like, 𝗚 kind of is in a weird spot. So, like, when it goes live is close to the time when 𝗙𝗎𝗎𝗓 starts streaming. And having just became a moderator on his streams, yeah, I don't want to have a conflicting interest. So when 𝗚 goes live, it's up for 24 hours. So now I'm probably looking at generally streaming it the following day in the morning-ish, kind of like this afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you, Blaze. Yeah, so that's just a thing. And also, the other thing is, I'm not like a serious YouTuber yet. Like, if I were to get monetized, probably yes. But for now, being a smaller YouTuber, I'm probably just looking at streaming when I can, versus like making a permanent schedule. And I know that's probably inconvenient for some people, but yeah. But before this week is over, I do want to stream Mario Maker 1, because Mario Maker 1 should be, I believe, in the next couple weeks, it's going to be basically rendered a worthless game in that all the online features are going to be gone. So, I did spend a lot of time in Mario Maker 1, and I had a lot of uploads. So I do want to document all of those in a stream. So I'm probably looking to do that sometime soon, before it gets shut down. One of my levels is a horrible troll level, and there's a lot of RNG in it. So it might end up being better to play every level but the troll level in one stream, and then in another stream try to beat my own troll level. There's only, as far as I know, only one documented video of my troll level, and in that video they didn't even beat it. It's on my channel. If you go to my channel, it's a featured lesser known YouTuber, MCW UK. You can check him out. That's why that video's there for anyone interested in checking that out. It's like a weird piece of history. Like, it's now that Mario Maker 1 is gonna die, it's interesting to watch that stuff. Or at least if you had spent any time in Mario Maker at all, like, or you're just a fan of Mario in general, it's worth. Hi, Carlos. Do you think he will play Power World again when the big update comes out, bringing new content? I don't know. He seemed to be burnt out on it, but I'm not quite sure. I can't speak for him. He might, because of the recent situation with being banned from competitive play, which is horrible to say the least. I did sign his petition, and there's a link in my Discord if anybody's interested. I can try to share it here in chat if you guys are all... If you haven't and can, I'm sure Phil would appreciate it. The thing that's disheartening and sad about it is that they didn't even really give him a reason why the ban happened, but anyways, on a positive note, it could mean that because he's kind of rethinking his content, so, you know, who knows, maybe he might... I think he's a champ for sticking with Unite, even though, in light of everything that happened. Yeah, I seen Ask for Mercies in this match. We gotta defend. GG's, Blaze D. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that video unless I thought it was seriously funny. So, if you want to see the one hilarious thing I did in Mario Maker 1, like normally I was serious about my levels and I would make rather traditional levels, and then I liked pixel art, so I did have a series in Mario Maker 1 that was like mini Game Boys, and I was popular for those levels. But I would say the most infamous level I made in Mario Maker 1 is that MCW UK video that's on my on my homepage of YouTube. And then Mario Maker 2 is different. There is a link to another channel called The Basement on my homepage where they play through my entire Super World. But now, I think back in November, was it, I played through my entire Super World. So I have my own stream of me playing through that. I did one troll. And also, the funny thing about that level is I reverse trolled in that I was like, okay, if he downloads this, I need to hide my secrets so he can't figure it out. And so then he even downloads the level in the video and can't figure it out, but walks through it, and he sounds dismayed and in actual despair for having to record a promised video but not being able to clear the thing, and then he ended up getting the first clear, but he didn't get a video of it because it took hours upon hours. It took me, in order to upload it, I remember I was trying to clear check it for over 24 hours. So, because there was RNG in the level, so like I didn't put any dev secrets or anything. I had to get lucky with the RNG, and oh my god, was it awful. I'm still trying to wake up and it's like almost 1 o'clock where I am. Oh, Skippy wants to play? Alright, well, I mean, is he... I want to give right now, I want to give priority to the viewers, so... Tell him to hit the link in Shingo stuff. To be fair though, Blaze, as troll as that, Oh, I live streamed the same time you woke up? That's kind of funny. Back to what I was saying. To be fair, Blaze, like, that troll level I was explaining was my only attempt at a troll level. I didn't make any more after that. So I went mad hard on it. Like, I studied, I don't know if you guys know of Carl Sagan 42. Anyways, I studied a lot of levels he played. D, I'm ganking bottom first. I also still watch Ryu. I know I'm talking a lot about Mario Maker, and this is Pokemon Unite, but Mario Maker is how I started my YouTube journey, and I built my first 100 subscribers on Mario Maker. Retained those viewers even when I went on a giant hiatus from just uploading anything at all. So it has a fond place in my heart, and it's gonna, the Mario Maker one, as I said, is gonna go down here in the next couple weeks. So yeah, I do plan to revisit. Oh, that 30 was so close to being counted as in. Dang. Alright. This Jiggly wasn't gonna let me score. Oh, yes. There we go. Yo, what's up, Skippy? And thank you for the birthday wish to my son. Yeah, this is maybe TMI, but 8 years ago he was born 3 months premature, so it's kind of special. I mean, every birthday is special, but it has me thinking a lot about a lot of different things. Yo, Phil! What's up? Good morning. Yeah, my son's a miracle boy. Yep. And good morning, Phil. We're just playing some baby quicks. I was not proud of some of my Blastoise play in yesterday's stream. I'm just going to admit that right now. I was kind of trying to be a hero, and it wasn't good. But Phil started, like, I was listening to the stream while I was playing, and of course the stream is delayed because live is, yeah. But I was like listening to what Phil was saying. I was like, yeah, I need to go start farming. Like, son of a bitch. Yeah, I was trying to 1v9. If I had my Unite, that would have been an okay play, but it just wasn't a good play. I should have went and licked my wounds but good job getting in, Skippy. Yeah. No, we went into draft, right? So it was Team Money versus Team Funny, and we load up draft, and I'm looking at what they're doing, and I'm like, why isn't anybody pick, like, if Blastoise is on the board, like, you need to pick that, like yes, I run Scizor, but like there's being smart and there's being stupid, and I was trying to play smart. I'll run Scizor, I suppose. I was thinking about running. During times of peace. Yeah, the thing is, clowns that bring Scizor at me, they need to realize that I know that Mon like the back of my hand, so don't be trying to be silly with me. Yeah, this is our second round of these people, but we already beat them once. Nice experience share. Nice kiting. This team might be good, but do they got an experience share as good as my Slowbro here? Trying to keep Sword's bullet punch up, healing. Okay, looks like we're losing top. That's a nice overcap. I probably should have hit this. They're gonna try to steal our farm. They're crazy. Looks like we're swapping. They haven't scored yet, though. Got the 𝗟𝗡𝗚𝗧. Ask for mercy. He's gonna have to ask for mercy. Oh. I say that, and then my ass gets... These are this right here, Phil, these are the quick match goats, tryhards. But they probably think the same thing about us. Actually, as a matter of fact, most people grinding the global ranks of Mons you'll find them in here doing exactly this. So and sometimes these matches are even more difficult than rank, especially because of the nature of the map being so small. Like it's not like there's not much opportunity to come back. You gotta like roll or be rolled, and I'm in trouble. I am in freaking trouble. This is the Zapdos fight. D, can you get out of there? You should... Oh, good grief. Alright, well, I'm up. I got alt. I'm 14. They haven't started. They're back capping. They're gonna try to steal this. Okay, I got it. I need to get out of here. We need to score. Okay. There's more points. I'm gonna try to go. Okay, Carlos Scott's top. Good job scoring. I'm going bot. Dang. This is kind of where I test my limits, Phil. But sometimes I get in trouble. Like, I go too headstrong. I just like engaging. I don't like waiting for the engagement to happen, so sometimes I try to be an initiator. Do you intentionally have boosted attack gauge off? I don't know if it's intentionally off. Is that the little indicator that, maybe I just haven't understood how to turn it on. Once upon a time, with my boy, 𝗙𝗟𝗡𝗧, we went through, like, all the competitive features, control options, settings, and I just, kind of just mocked all of that, but... Anyways, GG's, Blaze, Skippy, and Carlos. Also, thank you, D, for rotating. It's in settings. It's really helpful. Yeah, I should do it. I'll go look at this right now, actually. I think I know what we're talking about here, but I haven't seen it in the Alright, I'm not, should be in battle info. Hide other Oh, boosted attack gauge. There we go. So does on turn this off? I think we're good for now. Save and exit. Yeah, let's see. I'm interested to run a match now. I know one thing. I have the wheel on, and I hate the wheel. I hate looking at the wheel, but when there's a Mon close to you, it basically, the way I use it is like, I know when somebody's close to me, even if they're trying to hide. You're gonna think about the game differently now. You want to go into every fight with boosted auto ready if possible. Yeah, like, I think yep. I see almost every YouTuber have it. I've just never hit the function on I mean, I don't know why I never thought about, like, figuring it out, but... Somebody want in, or are we gonna be with a rando? You'd like to join, but you're eating? Alright, we got D. Especially on Scizor, since your enhanced auto is really good. Enhanced auto for Scizor is like Giga Drain for Venu, gives you 30% defense for free. Hi, 𝗟𝗚𝗞𝗘. I read your comment, I'm sorry. I was thinking about a lot of different things simultaneously, sorry. I hope you've had a good spring break. Or week. Didn't you just go on a trip? Alright, I'm excited to see. I'm on tank Scizor right now. Yeah. I like X speed and amp. But I don't know. I was recently grinding this off stream and Mimikyu Fiend was encouraging me to go tank because that's what we needed. So I haven't moved off of it yet. Just looked it up. So good, 40% for 6 seconds is insane. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yep, this is the thing I thought it was. So this... Dang. Phil comes in here and makes me a better player every single stream. He's only hopped in here this is his second time, and he's got me on some new stuff now. I'm gonna be like hyper fixated on this thing now. So there, I could have had one ready for this Pikachu. So I'm kind of offset right now. I'm blowing shit up though. And I didn't need to raw unite there. I wanted in fast. Yeah, I got too many games to play. I've been working on the keep the bullet punch stacks up, definitely. Right now we're kind of inting, but this is how this map works. Make him surrender, then it's a 2.5 minute match. One of us could probably break off for a Rotom. They surrender. Currently in practice mode to see if the defense increase, which stacks 3 times, is compound or... Boosted auto and keeping bullet punch up. Yep. This is like episode 3 of my Phil coaching arc. This is like lesson 3. I mean, I knew it worked kind of something like that. I didn't know the exact, but yeah, 120% of your defense is pretty crazy. Also, GG's, guys. Blaze, why don't you... Yeah, let's get Blaze. Oh, he's in a match. Never mind. Guess just me and Skippy then. Yeah, sometimes... Yep. Yeah, I know. I mean... I don't know, because you're telling me the thing, but... If I had to critique myself, this is the next thing. So... I kind of knew this. But... Now I have to do this. You're going to be lurking now? Alright. Happy lurking, D. Yeah, it's gonna be a painful reminder. It's gonna be like standing out like a sore thumb. I'm gonna be like, well, I just canceled it. Well, that is an okay looking Glaceon. What is, this guy might want Scizor. Oh. Alright. All attackers. You're probably good, Skippy. Tripling up on something here isn't a bad idea. I don't recognize any of those names on the other side or on ours. Might be bots. Alright, well, our friend is just camping in base, so that's something. Maybe he really wanted Scizor. I was actually thinking about moving off Scizor for him. I suspected because he was like grayed out for a hot second. He was like sitting on, he didn't get his favorite or something. Maybe he wanted Glaceon or A9, who the heck knows. But we don't need that Dragapult. He can sit over there and be a sad little derpy. I don't know. Dude, Snapback is horrible sometimes. I can't believe I just got that in. That's so stupid. Alright, I'm out. Okay. Guess I'll proc potion. There is an insta. I can just go like that. There we go. Bots or not, it's good to practice good habits. And I need to work on my communication, so I don't want to be like this quiet streamer who doesn't communicate. So, yeah. It's just, all of it's practice. Welcome in, Mikey. I mean, even against bots, it's silly that I got that score in. Because I shouldn't expect to get that score in, ever. Unless there's a Rotom in it. Or it's instant. If anybody else wants in, just speak up. Blaze, it'd be awesome to have you back in. If you got time. Honestly, it would be exciting if Phil played Quicks, but it's probably asking too much. Oh, nice, D. Oh, I ace F5. He's gonna try to take jungle, looks like. Yeah, I gotta just wait for the buffs. Wait, does it count even if it's... Hold on a second. Does that count even if I'm not hitting anything? Is that right? Am I seeing this right? I thought Yeah. I just can't be in movement or something? Imagine playing quick matches and we queue against Team YouTube. Yeah, I would probably auto... I mean... I was gonna say auto surrender, but that's not true because I have decline surrender. So, no, I would just try my best, but we'd probably get our butts handed to us. It was funny because in yesterday's stream, they ran a match, a custom match where people pick what you're playing, and you just go down until all 10 have been selected, and they picked. I shouldn't have ulted into the rocks there. So anyways, they gave Phil Zoroark. The joke is that he's not good with it, but he ended up like popping off on it hard. It's hilarious. Hi, Nico. Nico. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm in trouble. Maybe not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. The Nico. That one. Yeah, Blaze, that would be funny to see. Welcome back, 𝗟𝗲𝗡. Hope you had a good meal. I'm not sure which one it is for you, so I just called it meal. Nice, secure, Skippy. GG. You were eating Mario lasagna. Sounds pretty good. Oh, okay, Blaze. You can place them in here. I'll move off of Scizor. I have some other green ribbons, but I mean, in light of Phil telling me the giving me the auto gauge, like, I respect that too. So welcome back, Carlos. Oh, yeah. Alright. Carlos is back. Does a Zelfie want in? Yep. Okay. Maybe he's lurking. I don't know. I'm just blessed that he graced me with his presence, you know? Exactly. If I just thirst, that pushes... See, like, this is like a mentality, right? Like, if you don't hear me go, where'd Phil go? Oh, no. Like, it's actually like, you know, I was excited to see him here. The first time he showed up in stream, I was ecstatic, right? But this time, it's like, sometimes it's worth it in life to act like you've been there before, even if you haven't. I guess the other way of saying it is acting natural. Yeah, Phil has a pizza shop to run. Exactly. But bro just stopped what he was doing in his pizza shop and came and said hello in my pizza shop. That's respect. Exactly. The things I value from people are just consistency. So I try to be consistent. Sometimes I'm very monotone, like there's a lot I'm thinking about, but not all of it like comes out just right. But my wife will tell me to loosen up, be funny, right? And so then I start being a little less serious and funny, and then she's like, "Oh, what's happening? I need you to be more literal." And so it's that's my personality trait, I guess. Okay, Zelfie, you stunned the big fat boy up and all. Nice. This should be a surrender, I believe. Right now, I'm just trying to connect the dots of farm on my mini-map. So I just go from one to the next. If something stands in between me and the next farm, then I just take out that. You're consistently inconsistent. Hey, but that's consistency at least. 𝗟�ס𝗟𝗙𝗘𝗧 is a, you know, there's only very few Sableyes I trust. 𝗟𝗙's one of them. You know, though, 𝗟𝗙 would be the scapegoat if we happen to go up against some tryhards and lose, though. 𝗟𝗙, I don't have a pizza shop, I just steal money and talk in backstreet alleys. Well, I can't really say I support that. Thank you, D. I don't claim to be the best Sableye. Who is, oh, Nico. Can we get Carlos? Or... 𝗟𝗙 just came in. Let's give, thank you, Skippy. We don't need both of you to leave, though. No worries, Nico, I gotcha. Also, thank you for cycling out, people. I could run standard, but those are longer matches, and the whole point of my YouTube niche is grinding my global Scizor rank, right? And so, this is an easier, consistent way to do it with viewers who maybe I haven't played with before. So 𝗏 is the ticket. You know, that's me right there. It's a lot of the reason why a lot of YouTubers and streamers won't play with viewers. Right? And why do you suppose that is? How long until stream is like a minute off for you? Yeah, I don't know how I speed it up on my end. I'm glad you got back in, though. Thank you. How long until you reach rank 12, Umbreon? I'll look after this one. Also, thank you, Carlos, for rotating. Thank you guys for both being willing to rotate so Nico could get in. And I'm gonna give Nico the freedom of deciding when he wants to when they want to depart, because I remember a couple streams back they were trying to join, and I don't know that it happened as fast as we would have liked it to. So. Also, I was assuming gender, so I stopped myself. But I'll just call myself out too. Hi, Brian. Sometimes I read names and I think a specific way, but kind of crazy topic of discussion to start, but you're close to being top 800. You'll get there. I say, like, the hardest grind is from, like, 100 to... Actually, wait. About 200 to 50. Once you're in the top 50, it's a little bit... It takes more time to climb, but it's a lot more difficult to fall out of that ranking once you're top 50. Now, if you go inactive, it's easy to fall, but if you're consistent, then it's difficult. Like, I don't exclusively place it. I would say, like, this rank season, for instance, I played probably 10 or so matches as Scizor in rank. So normally normally in a season, what do? I strive to get to master rank. Then after obtaining master, and in doing so, I've probably played more of the meta mons, which means I'm not always Scizor when I'm playing. Then after obtaining master, I kind of tend to take a break, and then I go to just, you know, when Mur's available, I try to grind Scizor like I am right now. And then this is how I get the majority of my matches played. Although I wouldn't say I exclusively play quicks with Scizor, because that would be inaccurate. I do play a lot of standard too. And I like to practice standard with players. If I'm going in a 5-stack, I'd rather practice standard. I want to know the player I'm ranking with. Wow, I got that scoring. Alright, he was united. Okay, I'm alright. I still have potion. We're beyond 2.5, so maybe they're not gonna surrender, I don't know. There we go. I don't have to bully your slow bro like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't get canceled. You're nearly top 3k on Serena, but not even top 10k on Scizor. I would have been like top 600 if Shingo had been streaming. I mean, nothing's stopping you from playing. When Mur's up, play it. Play Mur. When Mur's available, play Mur. And especially in my Discord, like ping at Quicks, and then get other people that want to play Quicks. Yeah, IRL stuff does come up. Nope, not anymore. Carlos is good. We're gonna leave this as it is currently right now, Carlos. I haven't got to play with Skippy much in stream, and Nico also hasn't got much of a shot. So between Zelfie and, I mean, we can in theory move to standards. So if that's what y'all want, this is gonna be quicker wait times for people though. There you go. Skippy will swap out after this. What's up, Mar? Carlos, you'll get in. I know you want to play Quicks with me, though. Hi, Brian. Brian, say hi to YouTube. Say, it's my birthday. You're currently in Kentucky on White Castle Wi-Fi. What on earth? I don't know if I trust McDonald's Wi-Fi, let alone White Castle Wi-Fi. There used to be a time where, like, I used to be only public transportation. And when I only took public transportation, I would you know, go to the library to use Wi-Fi, maybe even McDonald's. McDonald's Wi-Fi was horrid though, and not only that, but it just not very safe, I don't think. The public library Wi-Fi was pretty good though. Zelfie says cap. Yeah, I used to have this whole, I would say in my 20s, I gave a finger to society in that, like, I didn't want to buy into insurance, car payments, gas, so I cut all expenses. And a lot of people, when cutting expenses, the first thing to cut, they wouldn't think car. Like, a lot of people have probably different ideas about that, but I didn't see or view car as a necessity. So for a long time I took public transportation. It was during those times where I'd play like Pokemon Ruby or Emerald on my Game Boy Micro. It was pretty legit, because it's like when you're on public transportation, it's kind of weird pulling out your 3DS. Like, it's kind of too big and chunky, but a Game Boy Micro is like really nice and sleek design, very small, fits in your pocket easy, is discreet. The discrete nature of it means that people can't just like watch what you're doing, because that's like the other thing about 3DS is like, you know, you proc open the clamshell design, or even if it's a 2DS, you know, you get the other person who's just like quietly watching what you're doing. So that was like an awkwardness of riding public transportation, but Game Boy Micro was super cool. It's better than aquarium Wi-Fi. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you. If you say so, I'll trust you. But yeah, how many of you guys know about the Game Boy Micro? I'm gonna guess like maybe 4 of you do. The rest of you didn't. I'm freaking old, dude. It's kind of depressing. The Game Boy Micro can play Game Boy Advance games. So I think the Game Boy Micro's marketing wasn't very good. So a lot of people discredited it. And I always saw the Game Boy Micro, like I'll give you guys a little bit of lore about this. Game Boy Micro comes out, and I had not owned a Game Boy Advance. And I asked my parents for Christmas a Game Boy Micro, and I got the Nintendo 3DS. The first variation of the 3DS. Or no, it was DS. Not 3DS. It was... Yep, the OG gray DS. Sorry, I mixed them up. I get the DS, and they're like, well, we were going to get you the Micro, but we figured this one's just better, and the DS can play Game Boy Advance games. And secretly, I was like, on the inside, I was like, oh, but the whole point of the Game Boy Micro was the discreteness of it. It's a Game Boy Advance, but micro. But a lot of people discredited the Carlos. If you want in, join, bro. I'm sitting here yapping, but get in and I'll start it up. Or ask for an invite. There we go. Yeah, so anyways, years later, in my adult life, I got my hands on one for the same reason, because I was doing public transportation, and I wanted the discrete size. I didn't want people, like, observing what I was doing. I didn't want it blatantly, like, visible for everybody. You were 5, 𝗙𝗟𝗞𝗚? Yeah, see, this makes me feel really old. You have a DS, but it's like the first model that didn't have Game Boy Advance compatibility anymore, so I had to get a separate GBA so I could play Pokemon games. Yep. Your mom bought you a DS with no games? Oh, gosh. Back then it was not cool to play Pokemon. I know, Skippy, for real. Gosh. Skippy knows. But you know what, Skippy? Whether it was so funny when Pokemon Go came out, because everybody and their mom was playing it, and everybody acted like they always had loved it. And I was like, bro, they're like, oh, you're playing, they saw, it was like it was socially acceptable to wear Pokemon clothes, which I was doing before Pokemon Go came out. And my wife had got me a Scizor shirt, and so I'd wear my Scizor shirt. I also had a shirt with the OGs, like the original starters and Pikachu. And so Pokemon Go comes out, and this shirt I was wearing before Pokemon Go comes out, but Pokemon Go comes out, and I was going to Safeway to the grocery store, and I remember somebody going, "Oh, you play Pokemon Go?" And I was like, not yet, but I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue." And he just looked at me like, what the hell am I talking about? Yeah, Skippy, no lying. Before Pokemon Go, it was not socially acceptable to talk about Pokemon. I would go to, me and my wife love going to coffee shops, and we love, that's one of our things. We like drinking coffee. But anyways, the baristas will always start conversation, and when it's a male barista, what are you supposed to talk about to a guy, right? So guys talk about games. And so the guy baristas would be like, "Yo, what, you play any games? You gamer, I'm assuming?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay, what do you play?" They'd be like, "See ya, Call of Duty, all this other, listing off some." I'm like, "Pokemon," and they're always like, "Okay, all right." And then I would always give them the spiel. "Yeah, I've been playing since middle school. Haven't gave it up, and was playing it before Pokemon Go." But I used to diss on Pokemon Go because it didn't connect to the mainline series, and we all know how that ended. Now everything's connected, so. Yep, we were meta definers. I have to see how I might try streaming Pokemon Go, because I think I can stream from my phone. And I could just go on a walk and then just stream. I'm not exactly sure how that would work. It has me thinking though, because it's as hard as I was bashing, I wasn't bashing Pokemon Go, but I was definitely talking about how everyone and their mom started getting interested in Pokemon then. So I mean, I stayed away from Pokemon Go for the first year, and then when it fell off, I was that's kind of when I joined. Happy birthday, Brian. Yeah, I should stream a walk for real. Spin Pokestops and chat. Eventually I'll face reveal. There's one video I have privated, which actually has my face in it. And it's me opening a parcel from Japan. So it has all my my Scizor collection stuff. Yeah, I agree, Skippy. There's some aspects of it that but it's so talking about it, eventually when it died off, I played it because it's part of my character is I want to have Scizor in every game there is. Yeah, you guys saw because of Discord. See, the real hesitation here with the face reveal thing is I would want to reorient my my desk, because I have a corner desk, but I'd want to reposition it to put the wall at my back, and then that way the camera is on me and like the wall behind me and not into my house. And then and anyways, it's discouraging because there's a monumental nest of cords and plugs and all sorts of things that I'd have to probably disconnect everything, clean my desk, clean every individual piece of tech, and then reposition the desk, and then reconnect everything. Carlos found you on Pogo. You remember PK face reveal? Your Wi-Fi survived? What else? Yeah, so, those that didn't hear earlier in stream, Mario Maker is going to be canceled. Well, not canceled, but, like, it's going to be ending soon, the first one. Because all the online features of Wii U and DS are going to be shut off indefinitely. So, I was going to plan on streaming sometime before the end of spring break, me playing through all of my Mario Maker 1 levels. So that will be sometime soon. And then also, I'm going to continue the Scizor lock. But I kind of want to study... Well, I want to figure out how I want to approach it, because I don't want to be, like, locked into one battle grind for, like, so far both Scizor locks are funny because each of them features, like, me just getting walled by, like, one opponent, and then it's like, somehow we overcome it with patience and perseverance, and then... Marvel's Rivals? I don't know. I have a lot of games here too, like unopened from Christmas. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh game, Legacy of the Duelist. I have Digimon Survive, and I have Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. So I was thinking about playing all of those at some point. The Scizor lock also gets some of the highest viewership. Like, so each viewer that watches it, like, ends up watching the whole thing, and so that's like kind of crazy. And then I've heard some people tell me they like listen to it in the background while I'm grinding, since it's not so serious, like they can get away with multitasking to it. So kind of interesting feedback I received from the Scizor locks. So that in the Scizor lock continuation, the next one we have is the second run-in with the Elite Four. So we beat the Elite Four the first time. We beat the gym leaders, and after completing the Pokédex, and then we now we can face round 2 of the Elite Four. After round 2, you catch Heatran, and after catching Heatran, you get round 3 of the Elite Four. So we could just catch Heatran and go to the highest level, or we could do it in phases. I was thinking phases. Avengers Assemble. Avengers Unite. People of Unite assemble. Your top 800 Slowbro. Yo, that has me, I was supposed to look at something. Nope, I'm in the wrong spot to look. Several hours later. Uh-oh. Right here. I need to go fast. Oh, I was close. D, I'm gonna look at your... I was gonna look at the, I believe she was asking how long till 12. Hey, I remembered, though. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much think Unite Pokemon did do that. A DC Marvel MOBA. You mean like DC versus Marvel, or you just mean like any DC MOBA and any Marvel MOBA? This is my first MOBA I ever played, by the way. So I'm not quite sure how interested I'd be in playing other MOBAs, but maybe. I've been pretty hard Nintendo boy all my life. Started with Game Boy. Actually started with NES, but I didn't own NES. My grandma did, and so I got to play Mario when I went to my grandma's, and then there was Sega and SNES. And with SNES, we owned the my family got, my brothers and I had to share an SNES. And we also had to share the N64. But the first console that I got exclusively to myself was Game Boy Color. And then that's why Pokemon is so... That's why I like Pokemon so much, is because in playing Game Boy Color, I settled on Pokemon as like my favorite franchise, and they just kept pumping out more content, right? So, and I was hooked. And here I am still playing it. It was kind of a huge deal when the Switch came out, because that was like Nintendo saying, you know, we're merging our mobile, our handheld market with our game console market, and so I immediately bought a Switch as soon as I could, knowing that Pokemon, even before Pokemon announced that they were going to make a game on it, like I had bought the Switch just knowing that that was the direction they would have to go. And yeah, I think sometime in the future I'll probably do, I'd like to play Let's Go Pikachu from start to finish. I think that game got a lot of bad rap, but it's probably the best looking Pokemon game we got, and it's funny because it was the first game they did. A lot of people didn't like it because it was like not all the Pokemon were in it. And I agree, like there's a little bit of missed opportunity there, but I think they, in essence, they just took something and reinterpreted it in the present. Sonic Game with Chaos was your favorite? You almost have 100 days on Pokemon Unite. You know, we could, if you guys want to see my time on Pokemon Unite, we could do that right now if you want. I have to get enough people that are interested to see that, though. Yes. I just have to go into the settings. It means we all have to wait for a second here. The first thing I need to do, though, if you all could be patient, is do this, and then for D, and then this. I'm all for doing this because this is like kind of my. This is what differentiates myself from 𝗙𝗢𝗎𝗓 or Ender or Chris Heroes or all of that is this whole thing. So I'm trying to encourage everybody to grind their favorite Mon, just like I am. Okay, so 12. So when somebody asking me a question like this, I can teach this process to you all, or somebody who doesn't understand it. So she has 1,492 wins, and that's the first thing I'm looking at. Not because it's more important, but it's the first part of the equation. Then I'm looking at 12, and they have 1,359. Now I'm looking at win percent difference. And the difference is, let's see, 17%, is it? Is that right? Yeah, 17%. So for every 1%, I've found that wins are weighted against win rate, weighted. So you can't just be 100% win rate, and because you're 100% win rate, you're the number one at whatever. You might only have one battle on it, versus somebody who has, you know, thousands. So a value of one win compared to 1% is 10 matches, 10 wins. So for every 10 wins, you can, that's about the weight of 1%. So in this case, D needs 170, because I said 17% difference. D needs 100, so 17 times 10 is 170. So D needs 170 more wins than 12. So 1359 compared to 1492. She has a little bit of a ways to go. What'd I say, 170? So, you know, could somebody help me out here? 1359 plus 100 is 1459. And then another 70. You know, you're almost there. You're close. And so that's how even though D has 78% win rate, she could pass somebody with 95% win rate. Yeah, you can do it. It's like 40 matches. Thank you, Blaze, for assisting me with the math. I have to, like, you might wonder, how did I figure all this out? And it's because, like, when I started climbing and I jumped somebody, there's somebody specific in, I'll show you guys lore. This guy right here. And I tried to friend request him. In fact, I'll do it right now. I have already sent a friend request. Let the record show. I already sent him a friend request. So Gomez and Gomez was in the top 30 somewhere, and I had passed him, and like I was just chugging along up the rankings. Nobody was like really contesting me until I passed Gomez, and when I passed Gomez took it back from me, and then I took it back from Gomez, and then Gomez took it back from me, and in this whole process, I observed his win rate was better than mine, and I was observing how I would jump him and what it meant mathematically. So I was comparing his numbers to my numbers, and so I was receiving data, and I was able to pinpoint that 10 wins equals 1 win rate. 1% win rate. So how to pass somebody like this bogus person who only grinds CPU matches. How do I pass that? It's not, this isn't such a unattainable thing. It's actually just a matter of time. And so, like, yes, they have a lot of wins, but at some point, I believe they will stop. I think they're trying to just push themselves as hard as they can to discourage anybody from taking it. That's what I think. And I say that because they've only grind quick CPUs. And I know this because I can go into win streak. And I can filter quick. Here they are right there. Yeah, yes, with enough time. Exactly, Nico. I agree. So I think it's inconsistent play. And so it's just a matter of time and consistency. And with every new release, I notice a lot of people are inactive. I guess the last thing, thank you everybody for enduring that little bit. The last thing we can do here is... you guys wanted to see the hours. There it is right there. And I guess if you want to friend me There's my friend code, too. Yeah, yeah. You want to see something nuts, though? Look at that. Yeah, but how many days on Mario Maker 2 is this? Right there, Blaze. Do you see this amount of hours? 4,000. 2,590. And sometimes I'm idle, so I would say this isn't like this isn't just like plain hours. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break. I do touch grass. I do have a life. All right, who do we want in? Does anybody want in? You sent me a friend request. I'll accept it. What about Skippy? You do not touch grass since there is snow. Although the snow is melting. I probably got like 2 or 3 matches left, so if you want in, you gotta get in quick. 𝗟𝗲𝗡, do you want back? I'm just gonna start. Oh, you gotta go. Alright, but thank you for joining us, 𝗟𝗲𝗡. I've been playing Mario Maker for 1 year. Yeah, you can see why I want to stream Mario Maker 1. Because, you know, there's time spent there. So it's a nice way to end it if I play through all my levels from start to finish. Aside from the troll level, and then dedicate another stream to the troll level, I think. Like, have a 2-part. Because the troll level, I think, will be... I think it'll be funny, and I'll go over explaining the level in full detail. Like, because I can go into the editor and stuff. And then what I'll do is try to beat it. Maybe practice sections, and then try to beat the level in one entire stream. Maybe in the stream where I play all my levels, I'll just dissect and glance over the troll level as a preview for the next stream. But KFC is a scam. It'd be good. You're tripping. You've seen more Popeyes than KFC. Yeah, I got just so you guys know, I got like 1 or 2 matches, and then cause I gotta go pick up my wife from work, and then we're gonna be celebrating Brian's birthday with a dinner at a local pizza place. They cook the pizza in a wood stove, and it's has a brewery. Really nice place. Carlos, you're funny. I do all this work and Carlos is just my, what do you call it? Manager? Maybe not manager. Yeah, it is really good. It's probably the best pizza I've had, like, ever. Like, I've had some good pizza, but this place has bomb pizza. And Brian's funny because Brian doesn't like any sweets, so I was talking about him being born 3 months premature earlier. Part of that process, I think, lends itself to him not liking sweets as much as other kids. And so I think when the body's in a fight or flight situation, so like he had to fight for, you know, he wasn't like consciously aware that he was fighting for his life, but because his body was born into those circumstances, his body knows what's good for it and what it needs, and it's a heightened sense that maybe that we all have but don't. You know, like, think about, like, if all you ate was a bunch of junk food and then all of a sudden you one day randomly you eat a salad and it just tastes so good. It's your body screaming at you like, hey, this is what I need. And so I think that sense is heightened because he was in a prolonged state of fighting for his life. And so, like, when it comes time, so why am I talking about all this? Well, because Brian doesn't like birthday cake. Hates cake. Will not eat it. It's so flippin' awkward because you want to celebrate his birthday, but, like, you know, you can't do it the traditional way. So we had to get creative, and pizza's like the thing we do. Yeah. Yep. I agree with you, Blaze and Mar. I mean, if I sat down to eat some cake, like, I can throw down some cake, but should I? No. You're allergic to eggs? Huh? Interesting. So what did you guys do, like ice cream cake? Because, like, Brian doesn't even eat ice cream, so we can't even do ice cream cake. Like, I know some people might do ice cream cake. Yeah, ice cream cake is good. And have you had, like, the one from Dairy Queen with the cookie crumble, like, in the middle of it, too? Yeah, ice cream cake is fantastic. Yo, I might be going to Dairy Queen tonight after pizza. Your brother will eat anything that has at least 1 grain of sugar. 1 gram. You probably didn't need to correct it, Mark, because I read that as grain. Yeah, that sounds good, Blaze. Carlos, are you getting hungry? Oh, so Nico, do you if you don't mind me asking, because I don't meet many people that relate to this topic, but if you don't mind me asking, how do people sing happy birthday to you? Do they just sing it to you without the cake and the candle? Do you blow out a candle? Do you do anything like that? Or do you guys just kind of... And I understand we're playing, so your response might come after the match, so it's all good if that's the case too. But I am interested to know before the end of stream, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's interesting. That's like kind of what we do with Brian.
Pretty low for me.
Hi Elijah. Elijah is a little kid on mom's account. So please forgive Elijah for the spam. He's good. Nico's putting in work. You're not healing anyone, Blissey. Nico didn't even need Rotom in there. He got to, bro got to score the 30 or the 50 with without the Rotom. Unfortunately, I think we have one more left. So just Ninja, you're just in time. But unfortunately, I will be ending the stream shortly because I have to go. But there is one spot available, and there's at least time for one match. That's funny, Skippy. People saying we fit. Yeah, Skippy, I mean, I have to agree. it is horribly awkward being sung to, like, for like, no doubt. I think everyone relates to it. It's just like, I guess this is the thing. It's a little bit of tradition, and then also, like, there's the importance of it, which is in fact why it's a tradition. So the importance of it is that you're celebrating another year of life. And so that's like the important thing. And so everyone should be happy, and the best way to show somebody, you know, without giving them something material, is like doing something extraordinary, like singing them a song in honor of. And so I think that's like kind of the idea. But I agree, it is socially awkward, and I would rather do a public speech than be sang to. So I can agree. Yeah. Yeah, I hate being the center of attention too. One time in particular, I remember, I actually remember as a kid, like, it was probably one of the biggest birthday parties I could remember, and I had, there must have been like something like, I don't know, more than 10 adults present, like, in my house. And so there was a good amount of people. I'd say over 20 people singing happy birthday to me simultaneously. And I remember breaking down in tears and running away. Like, I couldn't process, and I was younger than 10, and it just was too overwhelming. And I remember running away crying, thinking like, I don't want to blow out the candles. I'm like, everyone's like socially awkwardly expecting me. It just, I don't know how to explain it. Is too overwhelming. Why do we have deleted messages? If you guys don't sing happy birthday to yourself, get out of my Fortnite lobby. Very slowly and menacing. Blaze, don't be that guy. Elite Ninja, I'm sorry you're putting in, if my, decision making isn't the most ideal, it's because I'm, reading chat and playing simultaneously. So, please excuse, thank you for the carry. Get to score 40? Yeah, we do. Yo, that was huge! When I get to push 3 people or more, oh my gosh. Get off your goal, no more healing. You're all moved this way. I'm gonna die. Nope, I'm not. I'm out. Good job, Ninja. Carlos almost dead. Good job staying alive. GG's. Yeah, Skippy, I can agree. Mar. Yeah, GG's, guys. Glad Nico could get a little bit more action in the stream this time. And Elite Ninja, you should... I was talking about stream times earlier, but I'll just mention it again. Since daylight savings time, it pushed, so releases about the same time 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗓 goes live, and since I'm a moderator of 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗓, I don't want to be streaming when Phil's streaming. I want to coexist, and so I found that when 𝗚 is up, you can anticipate sometime within that 24-hour period I should generally be streaming. But recently this month, just a lot of IRL events have been keeping me from streaming. So, but in theory, I will be generally streaming when 𝗚 is available. And then I was mentioning the Mario Maker stream. So I'm going to do that before the end of the week. And I say end of the week, I mean before Sunday. Sometime before Sunday. And then there's also the Scizor lock will come back at some point. So that's like a good two or three streams for the Scizor lock, I think. And if that retains viewership the way it has, like even if it's minimal viewership live, it's still successful because, like I was saying, a lot of people tend to watch the whole thing, so it's interesting to me. The analytics is interesting. And so if that's successful, I'll probably continue a Scizor lock onto another game, just like restart it. Because we didn't start the Scizor lock from scratch, like I basically had it queued up and then started it at a interesting point for everybody. And then another note, since the Wii U and DS internet functions are shutting down, like I mentioned, the Mario Maker 1 stream is going to be sometime before Sunday. And then likewise, I have a troll level that is I'm infamous for, so I'd like to do a stream on the troll level as well. Thank you, Just Ninja, for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me ramble. I hope you guys all have a good evening, and I hope to see you all in 𝗙𝗎𝗟𝗓 stream later. So, peace. Have a good evening. And thank you all for showing up. Special shout out to 𝗙𝗎𝗟𝗓 for hopping in the stream today too. That was great. And so I wish you all a good day and God bless.